The Cleveland Browns are in absolute turmoil, and the quarterback situation has become the center of the storm. What should have been a season of steady progress is quickly spiraling into a nightmare. Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, is facing scrutiny like never before, and his decisions are raising eyebrows across the NFL. With Joe Flacco faltering, Shadur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel waiting in the wings, and fans growing restless, Cleveland finds itself at a breaking point. The question is simple: who will lead this team forward? But the answer is anything but clear. Stefanski has been vocal about one thing: preparation. He insists that every player in the quarterback room must be ready at a moment's notice. In practices, Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel have been splitting reps, running drills, and being told point blank that their names could be called at any second. Stefanski has preached intentionality, using every meeting, every drill, every snap to build their readiness. On paper, it sounds disciplined, but in reality, it may be masking a far bigger issue. The Browns don't have a true plan, and they're paying the price for it. Joe Flacco, once the reliable veteran, is now a shell of what he used to be. After a disastrous showing against the Ravens, even he admitted that he might not be the starter moving forward. Standing before reporters, he owned up to his mistakes: misreads, poor throws, bad decisions, but also hinted at something darker. He knows his time in Cleveland is running out. He's collapsed. What was once supposed to be a get-through-the-year kind of season could suddenly transform into an 0-17 disaster that leaves Stefanski and general manager Andrew Berry unemployed. But can the Browns really afford to keep marching Flacco out there? The offense's life are watching closely, both aware that their opportunity could come at any second. Gabriel has spoken candidly about it, saying that he and Sanders have been told to treat every rep like it could lead to a starting job. They're taking it seriously, but they know the risks. The Browns' offense isn't built for success right now. Ken Carman, a respected Browns insider, didn't mince words. He called the offense terrible and accused Stefanski of wasting an elite defense by pairing it with an offense that looks clueless. And here lies the dilemma. Throwing Shedeur Sanders or Dillon Gabriel into this mess could crush their confidence. This isn't about talent, it's about environment. Carman believes even if you gave Sanders or Gabriel a chance, the current system would strangle their potential. Instead of developing, they might be broken before their career. Abbott warned that this blunder could cost both Stefanski and Berry their jobs, and she might be right. The Browns' quarterback room is in shambles. Despite Stefanski's attempts to bring Shadur Sanders into the fold, the writing may already be on the wall. Reports are surfacing that Sanders isn't interested in wasting his prime years on a broken system. Sources close to him suggest he's eyeing a trade, with the Miami Dolphins being a potential destination. Imagine Sanders, young and hungry, in an explosive offense built for speed and creativity. It's a far cry from the suffocating environment in Cleveland. That possibility should terrify Browns fans. Losing Sanders wouldn't just be losing a quarterback, it would be losing hope. He represents the future, the possibility of a franchise turnaround. But if that hope walks out the door, what's left? An aging veteran in Flacco, a rookie in Gabriel who might not be ready, and an offense that looks utterly lost. Fan base is restless. The defense is furious at being wasted. Sanders or Gabriel may be the only options left, even if it risks damaging them. It's a gamble, but what else can the Browns do? Still, the reality remains grim. Stefanski himself has acknowledged that the offense is missing too many opportunities. He's criticized Flacco openly, highlighting plays that should have been executed but weren't. It's clear the pressure is mounting, and every decision is under the microscope. But let's step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. The Browns aren't just facing a quarterback crisis, they're facing an identity crisis. They don't know who they are or who they want to be. Flacco is too old to build around. Sanders and Gabriel are too young to be thrown into a broken system. And Stefanski? He's caught in the middle, trying to hold everything together while the foundation crumbles beneath him. The fans see it. The analysts see it. Even the players must feel it. And now, with rumors of Sanders wanting out, the tension is reaching a boiling point. If he leaves, it could signal the beginning of a total collapse. If he stays, he risks being dragged down by a failing system. Either way, the Browns are on the verge of disaster. Kevin Stefanski tried to play it safe. He tried to hedge his bets by preparing everyone and avoiding commitment. But in the NFL, indecision is death. And now, the Browns are staring at the consequences of leadership that refuse to choose a direction. So what happens next? Does Sanders bolt for Miami, chasing a system that could actually showcase his talents? Does Gabriel get thrown into the fire and try to prove himself in impossible conditions? Or does Flacco somehow cling to the starting job despite showing the world that his best days are long gone? The truth is, no one knows. But one thing is certain, the Browns are running out of time. Every game matters. Every decision carries weight. And if they don't figure this out soon, their season will be over before it ever truly began. The Cleveland Browns are standing at a crossroads, and whichever path they choose will shape their future for years to come. Will they salvage the season and finally commit to a direction? Or will this quarterback disaster drag them into chaos they can't recover from? The fans are asking the same questions. Should Shadur stay and